bears! We are officially coming into August now, and boy doesn't the time just fly by! But if that means we are getting a whole bunch more games in the indie/cozy sphere, then I don't care, let it fly! My name is Lottie, and I have made it my personal mission to make a monthly list of all the games that are coming out that I am just so hyped about, so you can get hyped too. Today's list has about 18 games on it, ranging from what I'd say are some pretty big titles that will finally be releasing and some hidden gems that I can't wait to get my paws on. The first game on the list will have you playing as a chicken, which sounds really fun and silly, right? There is a bit of a dark twist though. In Get Out of the Woods, you will be playing as this little hen, Clocko, who is beginning to ask the question of, is it really safe on the farm, and what could possibly lie beyond it? Sure, you have every reason to think it's safe here, you're fed, you have shelter, yet there is something you saw. Perhaps something hens aren't meant to see, and it has changed how you feel about this cozy life. You can continue to walk around the farm aimlessly day in, day out, having all the chicken fun you can ever imagine, or you can start to solve the mysteries that have lived on this farm for a very long time. The whole game will be a non-linear visual novel, meaning the choices you make as Clocko will have different effects on the story and how the game will end. Who would have ever thought that the actions of a little chicken would have such big consequences? The game will be released into early access first with just one chapter to play, but the full game will have a total of 3 chapters. You will constantly be making decisions based on who you think you can trust. These animals you have grown up with might not be who you thought they were. Any issues that arise from your decisions will have to be solved with diplomacy, or by fighting with your wings, feet, or maybe even your beak to solve it in different ways. The game will have a total of 4 endings and 5 unique stories, and I can't wait to uncover them all. Can we just take a moment to talk about these hand-painted visuals? Oh, I love them so much. It might be too early to have a game this cute on the list, but here we are. Cato's Post Office is a cute and cozy adventure game where you will be playing as this adorable little kitty Cato, who is the most dedicated postcat this town has. You'll have a short adventure to embark on as you do your best to deliver all the mail around town. Some residents might need a little help cheering up, so do so by completing whatever silly tasks they give you. They're all relying on you. As all good games with a kitty as the main character, you'll be able to have a meow button so you can speak on command. And what is a cat's life if you are not also running around everywhere knocking everything you see over? The game is only an hour long, but that is more than enough time to befriend the other cats in this cute little town. Magic Inn is something that I think many of us have been patiently waiting for. I was so sad when the release date initially got pushed back in January, but it's here now and coming to us in early access. I think this is going to be a great game as we transition between summer and autumn because the vibes are just right. This game is a tavern-like simulator where you'll be playing as an exiled witch, looking however you choose with many cute customization options. It'll be your job to oversee everything that is happening within the inn, ranging all the way from the look of the interior, menus, and hiring staff like chefs if you don't want to cook yourself. If my track record of cooking, both in-game food and in person, I think it would be best for everyone if I just hired a chef. There are only so many times I can set bread on fire before people start to question it. By building closer relationships with your guests using conversation cards to give personalized service, you can be on your way to that 5-star rating pretty quick. Although, if learning about your patrons isn't your thing, then just pay your way to the top. Find a local detective in town and have them find out who the hidden critique is, or just pay them to lie. No one said you had to make this tavern the best in the morally right way. I'm just saying. When all the guests have gone for the night, you might not be as alone as you think you are. A ghost or two might just be floating around. Don't run away though, befriend them. You never know what you might get for being brave. There will also be more story to go even after you've hit your biggest goals, and the devs are planning on bringing in a new kingdom after coming out of early access so that you can expand your empire even further. Lastly, not to scare anyone, but impress the king when he arrives. This next one is a chill exploration game where you will be playing as a little golem out on the quest to find his purpose in this big world. In Tool Trails, you will be playing as Alp as you run, climb and blast your way around this open world that's just a little bit weird and wonderful. You'll be flying around these mountains using the boot on your back, which conveniently happens to be a rocket. Each item you see will have the potential to be used as fuel, giving you different effects and outcomes. These mushrooms will let you jump higher and whirligigs will let you hover. Just try out everything you see. I wonder what small villages will do. As you search for your purpose, you will find different things to do, such as helping out at camp, exploring mountains, and searching for hidden treasures. It isn't just you out in this big world either, it's full of other silly shaped fellows too, so make some friends. You will have 5 unique biomes to explore and find different badges in, or you can just focus on collecting different silly hats. Maybe that's your purpose, having a cool look. Once you finish the main storyline, you will be able to go out and re-explore. However, the map will now be randomly generated to give you a new experience each time. This game really reminds me of Little Gator Game, and I'm super excited to go on a little adventure with Alp and discover our purpose in life together. I've been excited about this one for a little while now after one of you bears recommended it to me a few years back. Out and About is a foraging adventure game based completely on real-life plants with the aim to help teach you how to identify them. After a devastating storm hit Portobello Town, you will need to help rebuild the community and bring everyone back together. What better way to do that than with yummy food and herbal remedies? Go out and explore this vibrant natural world with something new to find in all the different locations outside the town, like dense forests or sandy beaches, as you learn exactly how to identify over 100 plants that can also be found in the real world. Every time you find something new, you will have to use a checklist to help you determine what you have actually found. It could be a yellow stainer or a field mushroom, but you won't know until you take a closer look. With everything you have gathered, you'll get to head back into town, learning how to cook different tasty dishes with over 150 recipes in the game that can all be recreated at home. Befriend the residents of Portobello Town as you learn again how to foster a close-knit community, bringing them happiness after such an event. I played the customization demo for this back in 2023 and it was super cute. I can't wait to see how far it's come now that it's releasing. Now, a game that I think just looks so unbelievably cool is Artist Impact. I mean, just look at it. It's a turn-based RPG set in a forgotten future world where humans and artificial intelligence are both still alive. You will be playing as Akane as you explore vibrant locations in a beautiful pixel art style that is just so fluid and full of character. The game is a story-rich single player with a light and easy adventure with a focus on Akane's day-to-day life. You'll be living a simple life in this post-apocalyptic world that is filled with different things to do, whether you are relaxing at home or going out to eat or being eaten alive by a fox. But in between all that, you will be able to go off on side quests, discovering secrets and surprises and maybe even foe. Defeat them with simple and fluid combat using turn-based mechanics in a retro style. You'll be able to improve your strength through training so that when the day comes, you will be ready to fight the different big bosses that dwell in this world. Just how far will you travel to find out what is really going on in this world, and where will you end up? A super cute decorating sim with an adorable little house mascot who I am just so in love with is releasing, and I think this one is super cute if I haven't already mentioned that. This one will be a lot of fun as you decorate mini isometric dioramas in Make Room. The main story will revolve around you fulfilling different design requests in guided levels where you will make a soft cozy room for cute little kitties or design an earthy campervan retreat in the great outdoors. Any room you can imagine you will be pulling into existence with over 1,000 different furniture items to use and style, recolor or resize for custom rooms or for the requests you'll take from Make Room Island. With so many different objects in the game, it only makes sense that some of them are interactive. You can even have a pets tab so you can bring in as many furry friends as you want. You will also have the option of making your very own furniture pieces based on whatever your mind can conjure up. So share your different creations with the community using Steam Workshop and be inspired to make new ones of your own. It'll be a never-ending circle of creativity. Unlock new objects to use by cleaning rooms full of water spills and dust. The game doesn't just stop at designing rooms though, as you will also be able to design camper vans and small garden spaces. There will even be smoke, steam and lighting effects that add to all that ambience that will make this game just so cozy. I just can't wait to pet its little head. I don't know if I will be fully able to explain just how excited I am for this game. I mean, I am just absolutely buzzing. Tiny Bookshop is all about books and reading is a pastime that I just absolutely adore with all my heart. I mean, I just love books so much. It is time to open the shutters and let down the doors because in this game you'll be running a tiny bookshop after having packed up your life for a brand new chapter. Keep the shop on the back of a trailer so that you can travel all around this little coastal town called Buxtonbury by the Sea. This is a cozy management game where you'll be helping this town get back into reading as you stock up on secondhand books and get to know the locals. Be sure to recommend the best books for them by listening to what they're saying, buying the ones you think they'd like best from mystery boxes for when they come again. You can even decorate the trailer and a little patch outside just to your liking with objects that you have collected during your time here that will affect how your customers are feeling. It will be up to you to help everyone find the exact book they are looking for, and if you don't have it, then maybe try and expand their reading horizons with something new. Your customers' needs will change depending on the different scenic locations you're at, so be sure to keep that in mind when traveling. It's not all about work though, so be sure to go out and explore, finding out the history of the town where there might even be 1 or 2 secrets to uncover. You can even collect stamps in this game. Whilst the bookshop may be tiny, the game seems full of life. Okay, I know farming sims always end up on the cozy gaming list, but I love my farming sims to have a little bit of a twist or be a little bit quirky, and that is exactly what Ritual of Raven is. It has a super fun and colourful art style that I just fell in love with instantly, and the part that had me in a chokehold was the fact that it's more of a witchy farming sim. The game will have a lot of story, and the biggest twist about this farming sim is that you don't actually do any of the farming yourself. You are outsourcing all that hard work to these little guys called Arcana Constructs, who you enchant using a magical deck of cards. It sounds a little mean, but the only reason you can't work on the herb garden yourself is because these plants can be rather temperamental. One touch from you may stop them from growing completely, but magic is as magic does. Despite not being able to work on the garden, you can still go out and forage for new things to grow or ingredients to use in spells. I mean, the whole reason you're doing any of this is because you have been taken under the metaphorical wing of Sage after having been spat out from one of those unstable portals around Nether. Now it is your job to find the portal keepers and close the portals before anything even more bizarre gets spat out. Sure, they were once a great way to travel between lands, but they have become increasingly unstable and seem to be just spitting out things and causing all kinds of other trouble. Using your witchy powers, you'll be able to perform rituals that will help you fulfill this new job you've been thrust into. As all great witches do, you will also get to have a familiar too. Meet Raven. Time for a colourful roguelike where you'll be setting out on a mission to seal the timelines and find the missing king. When you combine both Paper Mario and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, you end up with a super cute and oh so silly game called Paper Animal Adventure. The village used to be full of lots of joy when the king was around, but with his sudden disappearance, it wasn't long before the entire village fell apart. Yet, despite all this, a brave team stepped forward and was prepared to take on the quest to find the missing king. As you go out on your adventure in randomly generated maps, you'll have to fight against enemies, so be sure to gather consumables that you'll be able to cook into something yummy for new powers. Upgrade your skills and weapons as you go so that when they appear, you'll be ready to take on those big and scary bosses too. You'll be able to relax from all that around the campfire as you take breaks from the long days of adventuring with friends. Once you're ready to hit the road again, you'll be able to customize the way you play by making sure you have the right skills and upgrades depending on who you use in the team. There are even stickers out in the world for you to find that will give you passive abilities as you venture on. Once this game is complete, you'll be able to play it all over again, but I should warn you that bosses get even stronger on rewind runs. But if that isn't really your style, then there is always a casual mode or even a tournament mode where you can try your best to get your name up on that leaderboard. This has to be one of the cutest games on the list, and I am so excited to be a silly little mole running out into the caves and mining all day long. Gemporium is a short game all about this little mole who gets to go out in search of gems because it's their job to mine, refine and sell as much as they can. As you can probably tell by now, this will be a mining simulation game crossed with time management mechanics, as you will also be running a shop to sell everything you find. By purchasing upgrades for your tools, you will be able to mine them much more safely and keep them from getting chipped or cracked, in turn earning you more money. Take the time to listen to what your customers want and need, expanding your selection day by day. The shop itself will be given to you from your grandma, and whilst it was really sweet of her to leave it to you while she's away on holiday, she also left you all of the families there. And now there are loan sharks after you, so get back out there and mine, mine, mine! The game will work on a day cycle similar to games like Stardew Valley, so you will only have so much time to do all your little odd jobs. And don't forget the shop either, as it is only open during certain hours of the day. Many of your customers will not be pleased if you just decide not to show up one day, especially not if all you have is dirty old rocks, so try and factor in some time for cleaning and polishing too. However, if time restraints aren't your thing, then there is a cozy mode where you can just go out at your own pace with no need to worry. So go out and explore those local mines, you never know what you might find. Now, can we really have a monthly list without it featuring a game or two all about cats? I'm sorry, it's my one weakness, they're just so cute. Cats and Cozy Rooms has the cutest hand-drawn art and is a game all about decorating and designing the perfect rooms for these silly kitties. You will need to listen to your cat clients to make sure that you are giving them everything they could ever want in a room, as not all cats are the same. Some will want big, bold colors and patterns, whilst others may want something a bit more minimalistic, so see if you can match their aesthetic. Due to so much of this game being hand-drawn, it makes everything unique, including both the cats and the furniture, and I can't wait to see all those small details. It's time to take on a whole world of supermarket mayhem that you've never seen before. You have been entrusted with running the shop by your aunt, so you better say thank you. In this county, you will be running this quaint little supermarket in Bloomskirt, building it up into the best business you can. However, this also means potential town drama. It's a small town, they don't like new people. Oh my God, they're gonna post you on the town Facebook group, because by growing the business too fast, it must mean you're some evil witch. If you're not careful, you will be inciting small town dramas left, right, and center. I mean, who stocks this kind of bread? As the new owner of this county, it will be part of your job to organize and plan the shop's layout so customers can easily find what they need, and so that the shop has a nice flow to it. As you can expect, you will be taking on all the tasks you can think of: stocking shelves, cleaning up, decorating, ringing customers through. I mean, you keep someone waiting and you'll have an enemy for life. But in this new business venture, will you be overtaken by greed or generosity? The choices you make will affect the town and not just yourself. Make sure you are managing everything correctly, because just a few wrong decisions can cause you to be the reason the local river gets polluted. It isn't all about just clocking in and out though, as you will have the opportunity to go out in the town after hours and discover so much more than you would have done in between those aisles. When you're out and about, you'll get to uncover the hidden secrets of the town, make friends with the locals, and maybe even make a few seedy business deals. Personally, I can't wait to speedrun River Pollution. This one is a super cute game all about organizing and decorating the different houses of the local townspeople, while you will get to step out of your own story and into theirs. Whisper of the House is a cozy little game with stunningly detailed pixel art, where you will be helping different townspeople to clean their houses that have perhaps seen better days, and as you do, you will uncover hidden stories from their past as you come across different items that they have kept a hold of all these years. Pulling out each item from the box, you will need to try to find a perfect home for it all, making sure it will work for your client and that they are fully satisfied. You will also get to decorate your very own space too, from floor to ceiling and all the nooks and crannies in between, making it perfect for you by changing the color of items or just finding something that fits just right in the corner. With so much furniture, there will be so many different and charming details for you to uncover, whether it is turning the burners on or making your favorite rubber duck go squeak. If perhaps you ever want a break from cleaning or decorating, then there is a whole town out there ready for you to explore, with cats who you can pet or sandcastles to build. I think this is the biggest game we have on the list so far. I mean, it's a pretty big title. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar hooked me in as soon as I saw those cows are gonna be my big boys. That's all I needed to see to know this was a game that I would have to play at some point. If you're not familiar with this franchise, then don't worry, because you can jump in whenever. I think I'm new to the franchise too. This title is a cross between a life sim and a farming sim, where you will be living a peaceful life in Zephyr Town. You will get to own and run your very own market stall that you get to customize too. In order to have something to sell though, you will need to grow crops and raise animals, creating new things from the harvest. With any good life sim, you should take the time to get to know the locals around you. I mean, there is the option for love and marriage after all. You will be helping to restore the town to its former glory that it was once known for, and the bigger the bazaar grows, the more stalls that will pop up, allowing you to buy even more things that will be new to you and your farm. For the first time in franchise history, the game will include full voice acting during story events too. You will be able to travel around the town with the use of a glider so you can see far and wide, maybe even spotting a secret or two. Make friends, meet nature spirits, and as I said earlier, find love and even start a family of your own. If this would be your first time getting into this series, then I think this seems like a pretty fun one to start with. There is just so much to do in this game that isn't just farm work either. I can't wait to go fishing in what looks to be like one of the coziest games ever. Straying from our norm once again, I can't help it, I just think the game looked kinda cool. Necromancer for a Week is a roguelike game all about monster taming. Spend the next 7 nights reanimating monsters so you can face off together in 2v2 battles with the hope of being victorious. Explore this dark dungeon with an ever-changing map as you do your best to become the ultimate necromancer this world has ever seen. Whilst your goal is to one day have all the monsters that lurk within these walls be yours, the developers have done their best to make it so as little grinding as possible will be needed, with each run only taking 45 minutes to an hour to complete. They wanted to give you a challenge, but not a full-time job. Every new run will unlock a new starter for you to try as you figure out your gameplay style and who you like to have on your team first. Some monsters will require a bit more effort to unlock than others, like completing secret challenges. However, the game won't be so random that you won't be able to enjoy it. The aim of your daily missions is to get to the middle of the map, as this is where you will find the Citadel. The reason why this is so important is because monsters don't heal until they are safe, so do your best best not to lose any team members as you journey through this place. There will also be an option for you to have a completely randomized run where you won't even be picking the starter yourself. If you're someone who likes Nuzlocke, then I think this could be a fun game to try. Hands up, who likes to play God, as this next game is a puzzle with a silly little twist. In Is This Seat Taken, it will be your job to help all these fun shapes find a seat. Yet it won't be as simple as just plopping them all down wherever you see first, as they all have opinions and feelings. No, they don't want to sit next to their boss, do you? And no, they don't want a burger. I mean, really now, is this your first time seating shapes or something? Use your logical thinking skills to play matchmaker between shapes and chairs as you do your best to bend to their will. You have some very peculiar people with some very particular pet peeves, so you might just have to rack your brain a little before you are able to find the ideal seat for them all and all their friends, because there will be a perfect spot for everyone. You just have to find it. As you play, you'll be able to unlock more and more levels that will get progressively more complex, but despite this, there will be no pressure to complete each task or level within a certain time limit, so take it all at your own pace. The story revolves around Nat, who for the first time in their life gets to see a shape just like them on the big screen, and what other choice did they have other than to travel as far as they possibly can to meet them and find out how they could maybe find somewhere to belong. And for the very last game this month, we have something that kind of really reminds me of early 2010s physics-based games. Sometimes Toast is Okay is a point-and-click sandbox game where you'll be taking your time to explore this kitchen to see if you can make a classic bit of toast. That's all it is, really simple. How hard can making toast be? I mean, sure, you might burn the house down or you might end up feeding the cabinet demon, but who hasn't fed the cabinet demon at least once before, eh? The game may be all about physics, but with a little comedy thrown in there too. Using simple controls, all you have to do is find different ways to get this piece of bread in the toaster. So try whatever you can think of, because there isn't just one right way to toast your bread. You'll be able to get achievements in this game, which is just all the more incentive to be thinking outside of the box. And I mean, it is a possibility that you can, so why not just destroy everything else as well? You don't need the whole kitchen, just the toaster. That is a wrap on all the games I was able to find, and wow, weren't there just so many cool ones coming out this month. I mean, how are we gonna pick which ones to play? If I missed any games that you are super excited about, then let me know so I can start foaming at the mouth too. If you like this video, then like and subscribe so you can keep up with Bear Town fun. I'll see you all somewhere soon. Peace outies! My nose is so itchy. Shut up! No.